What's good, y'all? How y'all doing? Sean Play Safe here. Add to the convo. A convo you need to hear pod. We're back again with another episode. Just trying to get better and better with each episode, and the fan base is growing, and also our supporter base is growing as well. Appreciate all our supporters. And we're back again with episode 11. Episode 10 was shot last week. Great episode with our fellow co-host Ed. And this is a more solo episode, more personal episode for me, because me with the brand Add to the Convo, with all our clothing drops we've been having. It's really been going well. We have been tapping in with like a lot of people. We have been getting orders from Las Vegas, Memphis, Tennessee, California, and also other cities as well. Shout out Georgia for tapping with us this weekend. Appreciate all the support, and new drops is coming soon. Our spring tees will be dropping real soon. Appreciate all the support up until this point. But with this episode, it's episode 11. The title of the episode is Gain Something from Your Convo. And when I say gain something from your convo, people need to realize that when it comes to your convo, when I say convo, I mean your life. Make sure each and every day you're gaining something from your convo. It's okay to give. Giving is great. But when I say gain something, gain some new knowledge each and every day. I don't care if it's about yourself or it's about somebody else. When I say it's about somebody else, you may learn something new every day about somebody that can help you when it comes to interacting with them, and also what you learned about that person that day can help stop situations or help start a situation that's better. And when it comes to stopping a situation, it could prevent something bad from happening, because you know how that person is and how that person will respond to that different action and stuff like that. So and also we're gonna tap into this episode how to switch up your convo. When I say switch up your convo, switching up your circle or just switching up your everyday routine when it comes to how you get ready in the morning, or how you go to work, your attitude and stuff like that. Me, I switch up my convo. I listen to music when I'm walking into work. It gets me tuned up. And it can be any. It doesn't have to be rap music. It can be any different genre of music that can really help you get ready for your day. And then and another thing, switching up your convo. Also, when it comes to being prepared with things, like say if you have a job interview coming up, right? Attack it different than you did your past job interview. I mean, wear something different, be more sharp and cut. And when I say sharp and cut, when it comes to the mindset, be more positive. Because a lot of people will just boo themselves before they even get on stage. And then when I say boo themselves before they get on the stage, they'll just keep saying doubtful thoughts about how, it's not gonna go this way, it's not gonna go right this way. How do you know? A lot of people have to give their convo a shot. And when I say give your convo a shot, believe in your talent, believe in who you is as a person, and be secure. A lot of people are not secure with their convo, and that's really not the right way to go out here, and not the right way to move. I mean, I'm secure with my convo. I know one thing: when I walk in the room, like I'm that dude for real. I'm intelligent, I'm smart, and I'm applying myself in different things. I know I have multiple businesses. I have a podcast and a clothing brand. That's a plus. A lot of people my age that may not have that. I mean, even though the numbers is rising, more entrepreneurs now, and I love to see that, because it really just shows that people are going more towards independence rather than just working under someone's eyes and stuff like that, working for themselves. You know what I mean? So just switch up your convo, but just thinking different, eating different, handling situations different, and then just being more of having a mature reaction to different things. You know what I mean? Everything doesn't need a response, and everything doesn't need to come with like a reaction from your part. You know what I mean? Just let stuff be what it is and appreciate it for what it is. You know what I mean? So in another topic, do you practice what you preach? A lot of people say stuff. A lot of people they say stuff on social media or in person. Oh, I would never do that. I would never do this. But then you look down the line, they did what you did, and then I think that goes from to the point where everybody just wanted to be a teacher and not a student. See me, I want to be a student. I'm a student in life. I want to learn different things each and every day. I don't walk around like I know everything, because I really don't. And I think nobody else, it's not one person in this world that knows everything. You may have knowledge in a field, you may know a lot more than the average person, but everybody doesn't know everything. You know what I mean? So when somebody makes a mistake, don't judge off the gate. Now we all know out here it's certain mistakes that just like a person just shouldn't make. That's like such as like a crime, assault, and not like that, or like murder and stuff. But just like watch, like just watch and learn, and you never know. From growing up when we was born until the age we are now, so you in your 20s, 30s, and 40s, everybody wasn't raised the same, so we wasn't taught that that was a mistake. Because everybody around us was making that mistake, that we didn't know that was a mistake from to begin with. You know what I mean? So just make sure you just like really just assess the convo. And when I say convo, that person's mistake or that situation that came into your lap and was brought to your ears, and really just like take time to really understand why that person made that mistake, because a lot of people don't know that they're making a mistake when they're making a mistake until after. And that's the sad part. A lot of people are in jail, a lot of people are in bad situations financially, or lost loved ones because they didn't know what they was doing at that time because the lack of knowledge they had and stuff like that. So and also another thing we're going to talk about for real, make sure you know who you're talking to. A lot of people don't know who they're talking to, and when I say know who you're talking to, realize that you can only talk about certain topics to certain people. A lot of people don't know you can only talk about certain topics to certain people, because that's like, say I talk about investing to someone, right? That person they invest in like in stocks or different things like that, or like your own business is not a good idea because their lack of confidence they have in themselves. You may have more confidence than the person that you're talking to or having a conversation with, and they may not, you may not be on the same level mentally when it comes to, oh, I have the belief in myself to where if I put money into this certain business or this certain situation, we're going to gain something from it. A lot of people don't feel like they can gain something from themselves unless it's with a regular job and stuff like that. So that's why I praise creators every day, because it comes with, you have to have a certain confidence in yourself to really know that, oh, if I put my money in this and time into this and my efforts and also my talent, I'm going to gain something from this and stuff like that. So just know who you're talking to. And then also, when it comes, don't always expect that people think like you or people will act or receive information like you. See, me personally, when somebody's trying to tell me something about like, say like when it comes to photography, I'm taking pictures and a seasoned photographer tells me, oh, take it like this, take it like that. I'm not gonna be on the defense off the rip, because I'm gonna take what that person said and apply it and see if it works for me and experiment it. Experiment some of the like things people tell you in convos, like such as like, oh, don't go about it like this way, go about it like that way. But before you do it, make sure you think about it before you do it. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. So creating a vibe in your convo is really real, because I'm a type person where I don't like problematic situations or problematic people. You know what I mean? Like every time you call a person, please don't just off the gate just come like with your problems. You know what I mean? Don't just call me out of nowhere to say, oh, he did this again, or she did that again. Oh, my uncle did this, or no, my dad did this, or my sister did that. Call me, at least when you call a person, just make sure you ask how they're doing it. Don't always come to people with your problems. You know what I mean? The world doesn't revolve around you. And a lot of people need to understand that, like, yo, everybody's going through something. Don't always call somebody out of nowhere and interrupt their day with your BS. A lot of people don't want to hear that. I know I don't want to hear that. So, long as people just really realize, like, your convo does way more than the next person's convo. You know what I mean? Don't always think your problems is more than the other person's problems. Like say I talk to my friend, right? I said, oh, yo, bro, my girl cheated on me. I'm calling him all the time about business that I'm having with my girl, the situation that's happening. Let's just say a random name. Tisha did this today, bro. And my friend may be going through something. He probably just lost a family member, or somebody in his family sick, an important person, or he probably lost his job. He may not want to know what I got going on, because what he has going on is already probably too much for him anyway. So a lot of people can't bear all your information and their information and your information all at once. Some things is just too much. You have to realize you have to value a person's peace. A lot of people don't value a person's peace of mind and stuff like that. So you really have to just tell yourself, like, yo, let me keep this to myself and work on it myself and see if I can solve it by myself and stuff like that. It works better that way. You know what I mean? Because, having different combos that you have now can put you in different rooms. I mean, and then when I say put you in different rooms, like talking about like like let's say they started a podcast. You in a room with somebody, you never know. Like you in a room with 10 people, most likely it's gonna be at least one person that's into something that you're doing. That can spark a new convo. When I say a new convo, a new relationship. You know what I mean? You can just say somebody, say you're like a clothing designer. Like my videographer, my photographer, we met just about this conversation. We talk about what we got going on and all this. And we didn't have like the attitude that a lot of people have in Philly. Oh, the Dickie and attitude, like, oh, I'm not gonna tell him what I got going on, or I'm not gonna praise him on what he's doing. I mean, I'm not gonna big him up. I'm not gonna repost his stuff, or I'm not gonna say, yo, bro, your stuff fire. Keep doing your thing. Cause a lot of people think showing love is being extra, and we need to stop that now. Cause it really just gives us reasons not to show love to people. It just be so roughneck when it comes to somebody doing their thing out here, or just getting to the next level. Cause what he's doing his convo is not going to overshadow what you're doing your convo, because we all do have the same 24 hours, but some people may have different situations in their life going on to where most of their time is going to this and most of their time is going to that. You know what I mean? We all have different choices and stuff and different situations, so we just have to bear with people when it comes to the same 24 hours thing. And then when it comes to like the different rooms, it's like a convo could put you in a nice room with a lot of big people that can really put you in a position and stuff like that. So I just go from the point of never be scared to start a conversation with somebody. I mean, I don't care if I'm on a trolley, I see somebody with some new clothes, and I say, yo, bro, where you get that from? The convos that like things can put you in, like the different convos, is they can put you in a room with a bunch of people that's in real estate. You may have aspirations of getting and selling houses, doing stuff with that, investing your money in the properties, investing your money in the assets. You know what I mean? Because I look at it as a conversation, as an asset. I mean, I think, well, like, because when it comes to add to the convo, the word convo can mean so many different things. It can attack so many different situations. Because, I look at a conversation as an asset. You know what I mean? Especially good conversation with somebody is an asset. Like when it comes to, I don't care, we're talking about goals, leveling up, getting a better job, getting a better house, a better car, or buying a different item to treat yourself. I look at that as an asset because we just trying to enrich our life and stuff like that. A lot of people don't have conversations that's going towards it's about enriching their life. You know what I mean? So I just say this like, just try to start that conversation with that stranger. Now you can't talk to everybody. I ain't gonna lie. Don't just talk to random Joe on the street. But like you see somebody, they look like they're about something. They stand for something at like a dinner or like a pop-up shop. Go around, introduce yourself. You never know who's in the room with you. I mean, because that person that may be in that room with you that you didn't talk to could really put you into a different level of life that you was chasing right now that you didn't think you could chase. I mean, because relationships really put me in a different position when it comes to, I may have never had got the chance to get in contact with that person if I didn't make a relationship with the person that put us all together. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of different plays out here that's really being like put together off of relationships. I mean, so that's why like now in like 2022, I start valuing relationships more than anything because it's not what you know, it's who you know. You know what I mean? It's not where you've been, it's like where you at now. You know what I mean? So I just really value relationships. Also, a topic we got touched in this episode is the wrong combos can put you in the wrong room. You know what I mean? And when we say the wrong combos can put you in the wrong room, we are touching on how conversation that's about gossip. Why is this person has that? How does this person get this? Worrying about somebody else's situation, minding somebody else's business, and just talking down on somebody's talent or what they got going on, or her food nasty, or this person clothes corny, she stink and all that, or he stink, or he's trash, he's a bad person, and y'all never even met that person before. A lot of people have a lot to say about people they never even met before. How can you talk about this person being a bad person and you never been in their presence? Not once, and stuff like that. So, and that can put you in the wrong room because you may show the wrong energy to that person that person didn't even deserve that energy from you. That person did nothing from you, and that person could really put you in a different position if you would have just chose your experience with them and you measure it off that. How do they treat you? You worry about how they treat somebody else, but that the person that you find out how they treated somebody, they may have brought a different action out of that person that y'all was talking about. I mean, you never know. Your friend probably was an asshole to that guy, and your friend being an asshole to that guy probably brought the wrong reaction for that guy. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. So this really, and also look at who you getting the information from. I mean, a lot of people say they sources. A lot of people source a lot of information that's really not true. And in the source that you get your information from, you gotta realize it is a reliable source. You know what I mean? You gotta measure the person at the end of the day. That's like, say I got a person, right? They tell me about a clothing company when it comes to manufacturers and different stuff like that, different graphic designers or doing your own designs at that. You look at what their situation is at and look at their product. It can be anything. You can talk about even like with a like music producer or like even like a doctor or something like that. Measure who the person is, their mindset, how they talk, how they go about things, and how they react to situations, and just like really measure your source and like also assess if the source is reliable. Because a lot of people aren't reliable out here that spend all this information. A lot of people are spending stuff they have nothing to do with and they don't know nothing about. They just spend anything because they just like to talk. So just understand that the wrong convos can put you in the wrong room. I'm gonna say it again. The wrong convos can put you in the wrong room. You just need to realize that, y'all, for real. I mean, because from the start, if I start my business, I'm just keep my eyes on the prize. I mean, let's just get to the top, get to the biggest, like, I don't know, like the biggest avenue I can get with my brand and stuff like that. So I'm just keep my eyes on the prize. I'm not worried about what people saying about me because I had to realize you don't need everybody to win. I don't need 1 million people to buy for my brand to get over $1 million. You know what I mean? I don't need 1 million people liking my stuff for me to get sales. I don't need all this. I mean, so I just keep my eyes on the prize and really just like, yo, I'm gonna chase this thing. And I'm gonna back my brand and back your plan. A lot of people are not backing they plan because they feel like, oh, it's 1,000, 10,000 other clothing lines in Philly. Oh, my stuff not gonna pop off. How do you know? Like we said before in the beginning of this episode, stop booing yourself before you even get on the stage. Give yourself a chance. I mean, and stop thinking you don't have enough time. Because you think you're not having enough time saying, oh, I can't do that, I can't do that. You're wasting time at that. You could be chasing your dreams down. You can start that business. You can start that relationship with that person. You can buy that piece of equipment to help you get to the next level. So you saying you can't do it is wasting time at that. I mean, stop saying I don't have enough time to do this and that. So like I told one of my friends, right? She's young, she's 17. She does like bonnets and stuff like that, right? I told her, what you mean? I'm too young for this, I'm too young for No, I don't have enough time, she said, right? My fault. She said, I don't have enough time. I said, what you mean? I said, you 17 years old. I said, you could be in the business for 10 years, right? And you still be considered a young person. So chase that nail somewhere, like at the points where, I said, you put in like 5 years of hard work, right? Now, with the internet, you can touch $1 million in 2 years for starting your business. It's exposure. Like the people back in the day, they didn't have exposures when it come to making their businesses. It was word of mouth. Or you had to buy a commercial to do something like that. We got the internet. So if you do hair, make clothes, I don't care if you a teeth whitener, anything. You a doctor, any profession, anything you want to do. You can do this now. You can succeed now off the internet, man. A lot of people don't realize that we get so much exposure off the internet. I posted a reel, right? It was me, one of my motivational words I do, trying to brand the Convo name and all that, and like put more eyes on my brand with my motivational videos and stuff like that. 'Cause I really do mean when I say, but I've reached 1,192 people off one video, right? And I did that in 8 hours. I've reached almost 1,200 people in 8 hours of my video. So it means 12 people heard my brand, right? And I got a couple follows on my brand page off of doing it. And then it just being consistent with the content. As long as you make your good content for your brand and like you just scale it in a different way, and the right people get their eyes on it, they're gonna invest into what you got going on. You know what I mean? So that's why each and every day I'm not stopping at what I want to do. What I'm doing right now is what I want to do in the next 20 years and stuff like that. I'm gonna keep doing the podcast stuff, keep making content, keep making different pieces of things of art and all that when it comes to clothes or anything, and also see where the next 3 to 4 years where I'm at with this thing, because it really can expand overnight. Even though it may take 6 years for you to get that overnight thing, you get all that, like that one video can really change your life. I mean, so stuff like that. And then, cause like people gotta realize as well, your story is your story, right? Now, we all probably were born the same and stuff like that, but we probably wasn't raised the same. My household growing up probably didn't have the rules your household you had growing up and stuff like that. So I made this approach situations different and stuff like that. But then when I say your story is your story, I'm attacking the topic of stop having a time limit on when your dream has to happen and stuff like that. Say you want to make it to, say you want to open your own store, right, in the next year. Like say I want to open my own store the next year. I'm putting a time limit on when it can happen, and I may not be ready to open my store in a year and stuff like that. So like this, say you and your man's want to try to open this business up, right? Like a detailing company. You said, oh, are we gonna open this joint up in 6 months, right? But we may not be there mindset wise or financially to open up in 6 months. So this might be like our freaking like 5-year plan and stuff like that. So a lot of things, it's all about timing. A lot of stuff. Like the time when it's something supposed to happen, and then the time you think you want it to happen may not match up to where your life is at right now. I can't put $10,000 into this business because right now I might not be ready to give out that much cash because of the situation I'm in. I might have to put my money in different other things to keep my life running smoothly. I mean, such as paying for my house, paying for my car, and all that. So yeah, man. So like your story is your story, and also as well when it comes to social media. Realize that a lot of people, a lot of people post pictures and all that, videos and stuff. Stop looking at what somebody's life is about and what they doing, what they post. Cause a lot of people out here, sorry to say, cheating and stuff like that. Stop looking at he got a watch, he got this car, this age. A lot of people are cheating. You're on the right path. Stick with that job. Let your job fund your dream. A lot of people just like, he's 19 with a Bentley. Stop looking at what other people got going on. Stop measuring your life by what other people got. Stop calling yourself a loser because you don't have a bus down. Stop calling yourself a loser because, I don't have an apartment yet. If you're 18, 19, 17, or 20, 21, I'm 21, it's your own race. You got time to get there. It's better ways that's less stressful to get there. Stop, like a lot of people, I'm not saying people scam and nothing like that, but a lot of people are here cheating. And a lot of people are just decorating different things, decorating their page. That may not be their life. Like a person's profile may not be their actual life when you get to meet them in person in real life, on social media. So just realize like, your story, and your race is your race. Stop racing other people. Like, this boy got Dior sneaks, or this boy got this, I gotta get those. Bro, you don't know how somebody got those. You may be breaking your own bank and breaking your own situation, try to compete with them. I mean, you may be stopping your own boat, trying to compete with their boat, and stuff like that. So you just gotta just look at your life and just say, I'm just gonna stay in my own lane and do my own thing. Stay in your own lane and do your own thing. That's how I look at it now. I'm not chasing nobody but the person I see myself being in the future. I mean, so I ain't trying to do what that person do. I ain't trying to attack a situation, how that person attack the situation, because I want to do it my way. So when I die, I can say, I really did it my way, and I really trusted my gut, and also I took my time with it. A lot of people they go for the first step, they try to go to the 6th step while making 2, 3, 4, and 5, and stuff like that. So I'm just really just like taking one day at a time, and then like sometimes I ain't gonna lie, I be having some days where I take stuff one day at a time, but then it be some other days where I be like, I'm just taking this thing 1 hour at a time. I'm taking like 1 hour at a time because when it comes to human interactions or problems I'm dealing with, or I may not be at this point I want to be at, I'm just taking things 1 hour at a time, and I'm taking my process. I can't think about where I'm going to be in the next 5 years because I got these months ahead of those 5 years that I want to be at. I mean, so we just really gotta just take your time with stuff, and don't rush the process. I mean, because me now, I may not be getting the most engagements with the podcast and stuff, but I'm not rushing the process because I'm learning different things along the way to get to that big stage that I want to see myself and be at with my whole brand and stuff. I mean, so I'm really just like, just take it 1 day or 1 hour at a time. Don't try to jump from the first year to the 5th year when it comes to things. So stop thinking when you start something on Tuesday, you can blow up on Friday. It's a process with a lot of stuff. And I ain't gonna lie, rushing your dream to happen is what breaks down a lot of dreams. A lot of people don't see that. Like me, like my coach, in August, I'll be doing my stuff for 2 years. I may not be where I wanted to be at now, but I'm taking notes with my convo. When I say my convo, the process of what I got going on. You know what I mean? And I'm not gonna stop because I'm not where I want to be at 2 years. You could be there in the next 6 years. It's just gonna take time because it was meant to happen at that time, at that moment, and stuff like that. What you want to happen at this, like say I want to give me my new Honda Accord car for my birthday. I may not be ready to get it for this birthday, but I may have it my next birthday if I do the right steps and get to where I need to be, or apply myself and prep and prepare what I need to prepare to get to that point, to get to that situation or of that combo and stuff like that. So. Yeah, man, just take your time, 1 hour at a time, 1 day at a time, and also, 1 minute at a time if life is hitting you that bad. And also process information before you respond. Because a person, let's say I'm at work, right? I'm minding my business, eating my breakfast on my break. A person may say something out of pocket to me. I'm not gonna now the old high school show. I would just jump out and say something right back to him. But then you gotta realize. A person's mind frame may not be like your mind frame. Like I may be at peace right now. That the person that's trying to bring me down to their level may not be at peace. So they want me to bring down to them and stuff like that. So you got to just realize, man, to add to your convo is just think for and also like I'm not saying plot, but just realize that things take time, and also every convo may not be the convo for you. All these convos going on right now, you may not be at a certain place or moment to where that convo is right for you. You know what I mean? And then stuff like that. So your story is your story. And then also, salute convos, don't shoot them down. I see a lot of people that never mess with some people that say, his shit corny, or his stuff not really there, or her hair salon, they out of pocket, they don't know how to do good business and stuff like that, man. And each entrepreneur I ever see, or any person in my job that got a new position in their job, I salute them, man, because I may not agree with certain people do, but I gotta realize it's not for me to agree. It's their life. I may not agree with this person getting that tight tattoo, but it has nothing to do with me. It's their body. They can do what they want with their life and stuff like that. So, I'm not trying to be. I'm not what hard work somebody puts into a career. I might not think my friend should be a rapper. But it's his life. It's what he wants to do and stuff like that. So that's how I'm gonna tag stuff from now on, man. And then a couple more topics we're gonna talk about is love who loves you. And mess with who mess with you. I'm gonna say it one more time. Love who loves you, and mess with people that mess with you. Mess with people that mess with your talent, your business, anything you got going on, just who you is as a person. A lot of people are trying to force relationships with people that don't really care that they exist anyway. And it's really sad to see how people are forcing love from people that don't love them. We have to really get into a moment now where we can say this person that don't mess with me, they don't really appreciate my presence and stuff. I'm gonna remove myself and go find some people that appreciate me for who I am and also value my convo. People are trying to start convos with people who don't even value their convo. That person that don't look at you as a nice person. They don't see who the person you is. They don't appreciate your kindness or how sweet you are to them. They don't care. So what you should do is remove yourself from that convo and go find some other people that's having a convo that's going to value you and your talent, man. So me, I just love. I love who loves me and value who values me, man. So. People gotta realize that, man. And then also, when it comes to people that hate you, love them as well, because they teach you that you should value all the love in your life. I used to just value the hate more than love, because I used to show the hate more attention. A lot of people show more attention to hate than love. That's like you look at it on Instagram, right? A person can have 6,000 comments, right? 5,500 people could be saying, or those 6,000 comments could be saying great stuff about them, but they let the 500 really just mess up their whole day. They respond to the hateful comment rather than the fan say, yo bro, your music is fire. They respond to the person that said, oh, their music is trash. but won't say nothing to the person that said, "Oh, your music is fire. Oh, your product is fire," and stuff like that. So they still show, they get more response to the hate than the love. You know what I mean? So, and then also, as you come to the end of the podcast, this podcast episode, I mean, I'm really practicing with the solo episodes to see how I can really keep the conversation going, keep the convo going with my self and stuff like that, man. And then with some more topics we got to talk about is appreciate the moment for what it is, man. And then when I say moment, appreciate that relationship with that person for what it is. Like, you gotta know, like, now, if you from 16 to 24, the person you talk to now really might not be the person you gonna be with when you 40. I mean, or when you 50 years old or 60 years old. So appreciate the moment for what it is. I appreciate every relationship I got right now as a learning experience. And I'm not talking about when it comes to like sex and all that. It could be a friendship. Because the person you're friends with today, you may not be even talking to them when you're 10 years from now when you have kids and stuff like that. So I just appreciate for what it is. I learn from it, and I learn how to deal with people as I have different convos with people. Because everybody's not the same. Everybody don't answer situations. Everybody got different point of views on how they look at life or how can you go about this situation. So that's why I just appreciate for what it is. And then also, I don't get attached to everyone who I have a convo with. I mean, some people, I may just be meant to have one convo with them our whole life, and other people, I may just have convos with them each and every day and stuff like that. So I don't get attached to what people say about me and all that, and then I don't let it affect my convo. I don't let what people say about me affect my convo. That's just my way of thinking. That's like, say somebody say, "Oh, yo, Sean, you the shit, bro. You all that," and then say somebody say, "Oh, Sean, you're corny. You're a cornball." I'm not gonna let that affect how I think about myself. I'm gonna be secure with my convo and stuff like that. So that's how I let it go, and that's how we're gonna do it, man. Yeah, appreciate y'all.